Alien and Predator, two iconic science fiction series known for its unforgettable creatures. What could be better than putting them together in a series of comic books called Alien vs Predator, by putting them in a video game series called Alien vs Predator, of course. This title was released in 1999, and to the excitement of many a nerd, again in 2010.
I was excited about this game since I am a fan of Alien and Predator, but I never actually got around to playing it until last year, so what did I think of it? Usually games are scored with a scale of 1 to 10, but I'm going to use my own scale of 1 to 60, because every game starts out being $60, and I'm gonna kinda use this scale to represent how much I think the game should have been worth when it came out. Here's the quick version of the review. It's not very good. Here's the long version. Now, I would give you a spoiler warning since I'm about to talk about certain plot details in the game, but there pretty much is no plot to this game, so I think I can just forego that warning.
Just like the old games, there are 3 different campaigns, meaning you can play as 3 different races: human, predator, and alien. Let's talk about the Marine first. The first cutscene is universal for all the races. It starts out in a place that really reminds me of Doom for some reason. There's a creepy old guy who rubs an old door. Then they open the door and the creepy old man dies. For no reason. Not only does this cutscene make no sense and fail to set the mood for the game, but it's also never explained. We're off to a great start. Then we see ourselves inside a human ship, and then out of nowhere, what I'm pretty sure is a predator ship, appears and shoots down one of the human ships. So now we have to evacuate to get away from the blast wave.
Blast wave inbound. Strap in and hold tight. That means you too, Rookie.
So apparently we're the rookie of this squad.
What's the matter, Rookie? Didn't they cover this in simulation? Rookie, you still with us?
Whoa, hold on. My name is Rookie? That's my name. It's not Charles or Erwin or Todd. No, it's Rookie. Did this guy's parents have any hope for this guy? Did they think that he was going to be a rookie at everything that he ever attempted? Glad to see that our main character has no personality whatsoever. Excuse me, am I supposed to be controlling a colonial marine or a sack of shit? Because that's exactly what this freaking feels like. Why does the marine feel so stiff and jittery? Yes, stiff and jittery. I don't know how they managed to do that, but that's what it feels like, and it only gets worse from here. God, the default controls are so awkward. Is that as high as the mouse sensitivity goes? It's so slow. Oh my god, look how much more I can see now! Seriously, why do they bother giving me this flashlight? It makes no difference. At least the flare is pretty bright. The weapon switching feels really stiff. How did they screw up something as simple as weapon switching? Just stop it. Just stop moving. How am I supposed to know where I'm supposed to go if you keep on freaking moving? You want me to stand still so that I know where I'm supposed to go? Is that your game, How is there no crouching in this game? It makes it a lot harder in places where it doesn't have to be, because you can't take cover in places where you should be able to. Does my character have splints on both his legs or something? It's not like I can know, it's not like I can never see my character. Probably because they didn't give enough of a shit to actually make a character model. Oh no. His face. It's been eaten. It's eaten. Okay, the pulse rifle sounds exactly like they do in the movie, so I'll give them that.
Oh, this game is terrible.
The acid blood in this game is so annoying. I know because I wrote it so many times in my notebook over and over again. A lot of times you have to wait for aliens to cheaply disintegrate into the ground, which they probably did so that all the dead bodies don't take up so much memory, so that you can get through a corridor. Don't mind me just waiting forever for the alien to disintegrate so that I don't get hurt by the acid blood. Or you get hurt from the acid from killing one of them when you're too close. Just look at that. You get freaking punished for killing them. What the hell are you supposed to do? Punch them in the face? The melee combat in this game is ass. You click the button to melee and you hold down the button to block. You can block light attacks but not heavy attacks. So you use the light attack to interrupt the opponent's heavy attack. But it's so unresponsive that a lot of times it just doesn't fucking work. Which sucks because the key to being good at this game is the damn melee system. Oh yeah, and it just looks really funny to see a marine knock an alien on his ass.
This is Connor. My squad's in the club. Requesting backup. There's some weird shit in here.
Proceed to the club and give him some fire support.
Okay then, let's go help our friends at the club. Okay, I'm here. Where is everyone? Why, hello. So, you come here often? Why is the music off? Wouldn't it be really cool if you fought a bunch of aliens with the club music playing? Holy shit, it's actually happening!
Oh man, that was so cool. My favorite part was when the strippers came and helped me kill all the aliens and then gave me free lap dances. Just kidding, there weren't any strippers, but it was kind of fun. Probably the most fun that you'll have in the whole game.
Holy fuck, I can't shoot shit! I am not bad at video games, it's just the slow mouse sensitivity and the lag makes it impossible to aim. Oh, did I mention the lag? Holy crap, the lag! I don't know what the hell is wrong with this game. I can run Bioshock Infinite perfectly on this same computer, which is a much prettier, much newer, and also a much better game, but that's besides the point. And it has never crashed on me once. I've lost count with how many times this game has crashed on me. Holy fuck, I'm trapped! What the hell just happened? I just glitched through that wall right there. That's interesting. Thanks, alien, for helping me back up. Too bad I'm dead, though. The facehuggers are so hard to hit. With a shotgun? Are you kidding me? How can I miss with a shotgun? It's a shotgun, for crying out loud.
Shotgun? More like shit gun, right, Patrick?
Oh, 200 hours. I discovered something new about the Xenomorphs. They're allergic to elevators. It's really unfair when they throw a whole bunch of enemies at you, which is something they do often. You actually do have the option of running away, which is kind of cool. The other options are shooting them from far away and then running to the other end of the map when they get close, cleanse and repeat, or holding your ground, waiting for them to come, and putting your faith into your melee skills to avoid damage when they get close, which, as I already mentioned, won't be very fun. Aw yeah, flamethrower. Okay, you're going to die now? What the hell? Why aren't you dead? They explode when on fire? Note to self, don't use the flamethrower against the aliens unless you want to fucking kill yourself. Okay, so maybe I should just use it on the facehuggers. What? How did I already use half of my ammo? Okay, the flamethrower is officially fucking useless. Hey look, it's the queen. Why does it look like she has such a lower resolution than the rest of the game? Whatever, time for an epic boss fight. Wait, so I don't shoot the queen? I just shoot the things around the queen and pull switches while killing eggs and avoiding aliens? Well, this is boring. The audio logs are so boring and done with such laughable voice acting.
I hated this place when it was operational, and I hate it twice as much now. Who builds a colony base on seismically unstable ground? The law of the tremor damage and burn back the jungle growth. If the planet wants this place back so much, it can have it.
They don't add anything to the game, they all say the same thing.
For 500 hours, I'm just doing my normal day-to-day things.
Wait, something unusual is happening. This isn't a normal day-to-day thing. Oh no, it's an alien! I'm dead. Oh, Jesus, hold me! There's like no walking animation when you're holding the sniper rifle. It's pretty funny. Here you're contacted by a woman who claims that she can help you find Tequila, and this character, I must say, is just voiced with some brilliant voice acting.
That was a combat android. They are illegal.
Just makes me cry every time. Speaking of which, the androids are really fucking annoying. They absolutely refuse to die. You have to shoot their limbs instead of their body, and they just freaking rush towards you. The smart gun is the best weapon in the game because it aims for you, so it bypasses the shitty shooting of the game. Oh, you have to be kidding me! You'd think that the fight with the Predator would be really epic, but it's just really annoying. He doesn't fight you face to face, he just shoots you from the rooftops, and when he does come down, he just freaking runs at you and either punches you in the face or gets shot and then runs away like a little bitch. Fuck you, you poorly animated, poorly rendered, you pixelated piece of shit. Might be because I don't have my graphics settings all the way up to avoid lag, but it's such a shame that the graphics look so crappy. Certain environments like this could have looked really good, but it just ends up doing no justice to the movies. So then you find Tequila, and now you have to find a way to get the parasite out of her. She provides some insightful comments about the experience.
Open this baby chicken. It's 10 legs.
I fall into the train tracks and it kills me? The alien can be in there, why can't I? Did they decide it would be easier to kill me than to make a ladder so that I can get out? What the fuck? So then you get Tequila into the medbay or whatever, and then Waylon, because he's a dick, shuts off the operation even though he doesn't know what the hell is going on.
Whatever you're doing there now, I'm shutting it down.
So then you have to get Tequila into the cryo chamber so that the chest burster just stays frozen and doesn't do anything. And then you can see this weird love thing between the Rookie and Tequila, which is never explored or explained throughout the rest of the game. Wait a minute, didn't Waylon die in the beginning of this video? How is he still here?
Please, don't be alone. And please, don't use the term artificial person. I prefer to be called what I am, an android.
Oh my god, you're an android? I can't believe how little I care about this. Hey, are you feeling comfortable in there? It seems kinda cramped, but I guess I wouldn't know, I'm not the one in there. The boss fight with the Praetorian is better than the others, but it's basically an alien with more hit points that you can't knock down, which destroys the melee system that was supposed to be in place, and the fact that there's a whole bunch of other aliens makes it just really annoying. Did I already mention that this place reminds me of Doom? This part is really annoying, it's just throwing enemies at you like crazy. Who came up with this idea? 2 Praetorians? They're just running out of ideas now, aren't they? I can get hurt by my own turret. Ain't that fucking great?
I knew you'd make it this far.
Wait, in black? Since when was I black? This is the first time they showed my character in the whole campaign. Why did they wait until near the end to give a shit? The campaign is coming to its climax. You finally get to Wayland, only to be captured.
More practice.
Great. After I killed all the androids, I finally got to kill Wayland in the most awkward boss battle that I've ever been in. Finally, the stupid PDA that I've been after this whole game. I couldn't come up with something better than the freaking PDAs to be the goal for the whole game. What the fuck? Wayland, go home, you're drunk. I killed you, Wayland, what the hell are you doing here? What? No! A shitty villain like you doesn't deserve to get the badass Terminator lava death? This is a disgrace to all the cybernetic characters out there like Terminator and Robocop and Astro Boy. That's his name, right? Astro Boy? I don't know.
We, have the data pad, sir. No complications. Yes. The live specimen is secure. Transmitting data pad contents. Now.
Ooh, scary.
This has been a high-cost operation. Let us hope my predecessor's faith in it was justified. It's everything we'd hoped. Worth waiting centuries for. The coordinates to the Xenomorph homeworld.
Wait, so there's 2 Waylands? Or are there more than 2 Waylands? And are they all androids? What do they want? Just a Xenomorph homeworld? How can that explain this? To be continued? What? Was there supposed to be a sequel to this? Okay, we're done with the Marine campaign. Let's talk about the Alien campaign. So the Alien campaign starts out with a cutscene showing some guys collecting specimens for their experiments, which, come to think about it, is never explained in the movies or games. What do they plan to do with them? What is it about the Xenomorphs that these scientists and companies hope to exploit?
What happened to Specimen 6?
So one of the specimens escapes, and for some reason, that's good enough reason to let it live?
No, Dr. Rose. I want it alive. I like this one.
Also, why does Wayland and Dr. Groves look like the same person? Are they both androids? Of the same person? Are they clones of each other? What's going on here? And so you're known as Specimen 6, which is good because you have, oh, I don't know, what's the word, an identity? What's interesting is that the Alien campaign takes place before the other campaigns. When Wayland opens the door from the opening Universal Cinematic, all the power goes out and then you escape. The Marine campaign and the Predator campaigns Both take place after the commotion has started. Here's the quick version of how it is to play as an alien. Here's the long version. As an alien, you have heavy and light attacks and can climb on walls. The alien is all about stealth. You can destroy light sources to stay hidden in the dark. It feels cool in the beginning, but that novelty runs out when you run into more and more problems with the controls. As you'll find out, the alien is just as shitty as a marine, but in its own shitty way. It feels really jittery. It's difficult to do the execution kill from the ceiling. The lights don't want to be hit a lot of times, and a lot of times it takes more than one hit for the lights to break. The climbing controls are so ass that most of the times you'll find yourself on the ground to avoid dealing with the stupid auto transition, which is a really stupid way of saying that you'll automatically climb up stuff when you walk into it. You should have just called it something like auto climb, some shit. I don't know why, but even though I have it off, the alien sometimes does whatever it wants and climbs up stuff. And why can't I just drop down? Like, when you're climbing down a wall, it would be way faster to just drop down, and you should be able to just jump or drop off from a ledge. Why do I have to press the spacebar to enter vents? Why didn't it just make it, that you could just walk through it, like, using common sense or something like that? I would be like, oh no guys, I gotta use spacebar. Hold on while I back my ass up to use spacebar to enter the vent. It's a bit weird to have stealth mechanics in a shooter game. Now, it might be because I'm not good at stealth games, but I think the stealth mechanics in this game just suck. A lot of times I feel like the darkness is just not hiding me at all. You can hiss to attract humans? Wouldn't that just scare them away? I don't know about you, but if I heard this, I wouldn't be all like,
I wonder what that was.
Navigation for the alien is even worse than the marine because you don't even get an arrow. You just get this weird thing. As the alien, you're not only moving left, right, forward, and back, but you're also moving up and down, two directions which the thing cannot indicate. Is it telling me to go up, forward, over the fence? There's a little circle past the wall, but how do I get behind the wall? It just keeps moving around and pointing at the fucking sky. Oh look, the fence is right here. What the fuck? I got lost a few times because of this. What is this, AVP Classic? You can harvest unarmed civilians, which means letting the facehuggers get to them, which is kind of cool the first time that you do it. It serves absolutely no purpose, there are no achievements for it, you don't get a buff or anything like that. It doesn't get you a higher score, or at least from what I can tell, because there does seem to be a scoring system, but I can't tell how good or bad the game thinks I did because it uses words like warrior and stalker to rank you. How the fuck am I supposed to know which one is better than which? Why can't it just tell me, you done good, or you done fucked up? You don't use medpacks as the alien, your health recharges over time, but the health recharges way too slowly, which means 2 seconds of fighting and then several minutes of hiding. Stealth kill my ass, they notice when I kill one of them. Why is it that I can get hurt while doing a stealth kill? I've died so many times trying to do one that I realized that the best thing that you can do is just left click until they're dead, which is so freaking repetitive. There is no stealth in this game, it's just all left clicking. The tiny crosshair does nothing to help you find your orientation because it keeps moving around as you look around. Why does it do that? Why doesn't it just point at the ground? You never feel like the overpowered aliens in the movies. In fact, a lot of times you feel like a cornered animal, vulnerable, desperately clawing at the Marines, hoping that they die before you do. You can find all 10 of the royal jelly jars in each mission for achievements, but it's dumb and boring. They're not well hidden and they're not fun to find. What is this royal jelly even supposed to be? Did they extract something from the xenomorph queen? You know what? I don't want to know.
Wait a minute. You figured that all out by yourself? Everybody come here. Johnny figured it all out by himself. You know what, Johnny? You deserve a fucking prize. Here you go, man. Here you go. This is well deserved. Fucking cunt.
This part is really fucking annoying. If you climb down, the air will force you into the ceiling fan, so you have to focus jump into the small vents. But when you do get down though, surprise! How the fuck am I supposed to get away from this? Turrets are so fucking annoying when you're not a Marine. Wait a minute. Aren't you the guy that got killed in the beginning cinematic? Tequila? Is that you? Did I just kill Tequila? Is it bad that I think this kill looks really funny? What's the deal with levels as the alien in bright daylight? Where are you supposed to hide? They put lanterns for you to destroy, but what the hell is the point when you're outdoors? It crashed. Fucking crashed. Okay, I'll just have to restart my computer then. It crashed again! I can't get this game to work! I can't finish the damn Alien campaign because the game won't stop crashing. You know what? Let's just try the Predator campaign. Okay, so the trials of the Youngblood will serve as our tutorial. Kill alien, bring honor. Oh, 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 oh. Such is the way of the Predator. We live for nothing more than the honor of the hunt. We are a very simple being indeed. I can't chew anything with my face because all my teeth are pointing the wrong way. Oh, oh, oh. Alright, kill some aliens. Ugh, it fucking crashed again!
I don't know what happened to the game. Every time I start it up, I can't get it to run for more than a minute before it crashes. I want to play through the whole game to do the review properly, but do I really want to go through the trouble of fixing the problem just to play a crappy game?
Two forces pull at my soul. Should I play this crappy game to make this review? Or should I play a good game? What is life anymore? The answers are not so clear. I'm afraid that I will have to live my life without ever knowing.
Oh wait, all I had to do was uninstall it and then reinstall it. You may not return to continue.
Continuing on with the last alien mission. After you complete the bullshit puzzle to open the door, you and your alien brethren fight the bosses, 2 predators followed by an elite predator. This fight couldn't be any more frustrating. The arena has a lot of vertical towers that are really helpful for the predator but screws the alien. It becomes very excruciating to try to follow the predators who, once again, constantly run away from you like a little bitch instead of fighting you face to face. It's nauseating to try to navigate up and down these towers when chasing down the predator. When you do get to the predator and try to attack him, he just blocks all of your attacks, whacks you around a bit, and then runs off again. Then you have to find a corner where it's safe and wait for 5 minutes for your health to return and then come back out again. And the stupidest thing about this is the fucking fire. Why did they put areas on the floor where fire comes out randomly? I already have enough to worry about when I'm trying to kill not 1, but 2 predators at the same time. And they freaking put fire traps everywhere? They blend in with the rest of the ground. How am I supposed to avoid them when I'm in a high-speed chase with the predator? So then you fight yet another predator. Not sure why they had to make the final boss fight 3 different enemies when they could have just made it 1. Then you harvest him, which presumably leads to the creation of the Pred-Alien that you see in the Predator campaign. So then the Queen dies, which is something that you see in the beginning of the Marine campaign, which leads to your capture. Which I'm not sure why Weyland would want to capture you rather than kill you, considering all the trouble that you already caused him. I mean, you're probably just gonna escape again. Look, you escaped again. And look, you've trapped Weyland and... What is happening here? Did I just become the new queen? Oh, did I become a Praetorian? What's going on here? Like, why, what implications does this have? Why isn't this explained further? Whatever, let's play as the Predator now. The Predator controls the best out of all the 3 races, but that's not saying much because it still controls pretty poorly. How did they manage to make the tutorial suck so bad? All they had to do was teach me how to play the game. They don't let you do anything until you move on to the next thing that they teach you. So for some reason, the first thing that they teach you is how to attack instead of doing something more fundamental like, oh, I don't know, moving? So the alien comes at you and all you can do is attack without moving, even though it can move. And if they're teaching you how to use light attacks, why the hell do they let the alien block? They allowed the alien to avoid literally the only thing that you can do. Do they want to kill you when you haven't even been playing the game for a minute? Then they teach you how to move. What the hell kind of landing was that? Where'd you learn how to drive, Tijuana? The best thing about the Predator is being able to lock onto a location and then jump to it, a lot of times really far and really high, which kind of feels like you're jumping around like the Predator did in the movies. This can be fun and you can cover a lot of distance a lot faster than either the human or the Marine, but only when it works. It was more of a nuisance than anything, but sometimes the focus mode didn't want to lock on to a certain area. Speaking of locking on, you know what was annoying as hell? You can do an attack where you can use focus mode to lock onto a target and then attack them from a distance, but a lot of times it just wouldn't lock on. So instead of jumping and hitting them, I would just find myself swinging at the air in front of me. There were stealth elements in the Predator campaign as well, but as you can imagine, the crappy stealth mechanics ruined that. The active camouflage didn't work a lot of the times and the Marines would see you anyway when you would try to sneak up behind them. When you were in active camo and did a stealth kill, the active camo turns off, which I don't know why. In the movie they kill people without the active camo turning off, and it's not like there's a time limit on how long you can stay hidden. Well, hidden with quotes, because it didn't really work. You could direct humans to go to certain places using something called distractions. You could tell them exactly where to stand, which makes it really easy to separate them from a group and then kill them off one by one, which becomes pretty boring. At least when it actually works, because sometimes it just doesn't want to respond and then you're left with a feeling of what the hell is going on, why isn't the distraction thing working, and then you have to wait for the game to just decide to start working again. Oh my god, why does it have to take this long? Couldn't they have programmed these guys to run to your distraction point?
Come on out, motherfucker.
Be right there.
Wouldn't be Alien vs Predator without the confusing navigation now, would it? The arrow on the top of the screen keeps on moving around and almost serves to confuse you more than it does to help you. At least you can figure out that it works somewhat like a compass, so if you stay still you can get your bearings. It felt cool to see the world through infrared because it was really reminiscent of the movies, but it's impractical to use all the time because while you can see the humans and androids extremely easily, all the terrain just blends into one color and it's really easy to fall to your death because it's really hard to see. The same thing goes for the alternate vision mode, which, what is it called? Alien mode, maybe? I don't know, it lets you see aliens. It makes the aliens really easy to see and turns everything else into a disgusting shade of green. Unfortunately, all the cool weapons and gadgets that the Predator had in the movies suck to use in the game. I don't know how they managed to make the most iconic of the Predator's weapons, the shoulder-mounted plasma cannon, suck so hard. The cannon runs on energy. You can recharge your energy by draining generators. If you tap the button, the cannon fires a quick shot that doesn't lock onto the target. It can be a quick way to deliver damage or stun your opponent so you can close the distance. But you might as well be shooting with your freaking eyes closed because it's so hard to aim, even against stationary targets. Stationary! And it does a pathetic amount of damage. At least it takes a minuscule amount of energy. If you hold down the button, it will charge and lock on, delivering a more powerful blow. You think that you wouldn't have to worry about it missing if it's guiding itself, right? This shit will miss all the time. It's locked on, for the love of God, how can it miss? The problem is that if your target's moving, the cannon won't lead the target, so it shoots where it is and not where it's going to be, rendering the cannon useless against all moving targets. And the damage doesn't justify the enormous amount of energy that it uses. Most of the time your target will survive and you'll have used 1/3 or half of your energy. So much for using the shoulder cannon. You use it 2 or 3 times, you miss 2 of those shots, and you're fucked until you find another generator. Or you can spam little blasts hoping you'll hit something. The landmines also use energy to use. Why? I don't know. You'd think that you'd have a certain number of, I don't know, mines, and then you run out, and then you have to find more mines. And it sucks because they use a lot of energy, and it makes the shoulder cannon even less usable. The smart disc is going to be the only weapon you'll use once you get it because you can use it an infinite amount of times. The only drawback being that you have to wait for it to come back to your hand for you to use it again. It has a nice added bonus of hitting targets as it's coming back to you as well. The last weapon, and arguably the best weapon, is called the combi stick? Really? You couldn't have just called it the spear or something? What the hell does combi stick mean? Whatever. The combi stick does the most damage out of all the weapons and doesn't use energy like the smart disc. In fact, it comes back faster than the smart disc, which is why it might be the best weapon in the game. I'm not sure how it comes back though. He certainly doesn't need to go retrieve it from the body of enemies. It just kind of seems that he pulls them out of his ass and that he has an infinite supply of them up his ass. How the hell are you supposed to be stealthy when you're put into these kinds of situations? What the hell are you supposed to do here? You're just fucked. There's no cover and a crap load of enemies. What's interesting is that a lot of times you can avoid confrontations when the aliens and the humans are fighting each other by just walking past them when you have the active camo on. So you can't let your technology fall into human hands. So you avoid that by blowing it up? Why can't you just take the stuff with you? Seems like a waste. So what's my motivation as the Predator? The humans got the call from the station when things were going wrong. The aliens wanted to escape the human compound. The Predator wants to do what exactly? They mention
Erasing the stain upon your honor.
but what is that supposed to mean exactly? The humans apparently did something to desecrate their temple, but it never says what. I guess just their presence inside the temple is enough? So if this is the case, Why the fuck would you blow up the whole temple? Isn't the destruction of this million-year-old sacred temple a much bigger disgrace than letting some humans walk around in it? I don't get it. And if that was the goal, why didn't you just nuke it from your spaceship the way you did to the Marlow in the beginning? How the hell do the turrets find where I am from so far away when I'm in freaking camo? Plant penises. Look, a human computer. Surely with my superior alien knowledge I can figure out a way to hack it and disable the defense systems. Or I can just smash it. Who the hell activated that? This boss fight is so dumb, all you have to do is stay on the rooftops and the Praetorian can't get you. This is never explained.
I know we'll unlock them all in time. But it would be so much easier if we captured one of you.
Why are you telling me all your plans?
Take this thing alive. I want its organs functioning when it gets to the operating table. It would seem that we continue to underestimate you.
It would seem that you're an idiot for putting the key to getting out inside the room where I was trapped. Why the hell would they put this holographic scene here for me to watch if they're gonna put enemies here? Why did they drop me into this room full of respawning enemies without telling me what to do? I just assumed that I had to kill all the enemies. They never said anything about activating all the switches. What the hell was that? Did that kill me? Was that supposed to be lethal? It looked like he just gave me a little kiss with his little alien mouth. Bing! So, am I supposed to understand what's going on here? 'Cause I don't. And I kinda don't care either. Maybe the creators of this game didn't care. Hey there, handsome. The final boss fight with the Pred Alien is just stupid. You can't engage it with melee combat and go toe to toe with it or else it'll fuck you over because its only attack, the head bash, does so much damage. Your energy recharges here, which I'm not sure why it doesn't just do that for the whole game. It would have made it a lot better, but instead they decided to change the rules that they set for their own game in the last part. Probably because they realized how bad the boss fight would be if they didn't do that. Because what you have to do is keep on running away from it and shoot it with the plasma caster like a little bitch baby. The platforms that you stand on are way too small and narrow, so it makes it really easy to fall off at any given time. A lot of times when trying to jump onto another platform, I would slip off instead of landing and I would fall into the lava, which is infuriating because it's not my fault. It's the game's and I can't do anything about it. What the hell's going on here? Is it trying to bring down the entire structure by jumping around? It was jumping all around before, why wasn't the structure threatening to collapse then? Why doesn't it try to break the walls or support columns instead? And most importantly, why does any of this matter? Is the whole place actually going to collapse if I take too long to kill it? As far as I could tell, this made no difference in the gameplay of the boss battle. There wasn't any time limit, so I don't know why this was even included. So then you kill the Pred Alien and you get rewarded with this cutscene that has that laugh, which I don't know what the hell is supposed to be. And now we can finally say that we've beaten the game of Alien vs Predator 2010. You know, you'd think that playing as a different species and seeing the same places and events through 3 different sets of eyes would be cool, right? But the thing is, other than the parts where you're traveling through vents or sewage pipes as the alien, you're not seeing anything new in terms of level design by playing the 3 different campaigns. It's literally just the same levels, but instead you're playing as a predator instead of the human, or the human instead of the alien.
I was really disappointed with this game. I mean, AVP Classic is way better than this, and that was made in 1999. Let's take a look at that game, shall we?
The whole Marine campaign is narrated by this guy. He will be your companion throughout the whole thing.
Wake up, Private. You're in some serious shit. We're bugging out now. Level 3 doors are already locked, so get your ass to the comms room and I'll brief you from there.
You talk funny. I like you. Why hello there, handsome. Isn't it nice to be able to see my character model in the beginning of the game? The first thing you'll notice about this game is that it controls much better. Sure, it feels like the whole floor is covered in butter, but still much better. Holy fuck, I must be running 40 miles per hour. It feels like I'm driving a freaking race car. It feels much more responsive. The weird thing is that there's no manual reload. You have to wait until your clip runs out for it to automatically reload, and you can't melee until you completely run out of ammo. The game is much darker than the newer one, but the flares are blindingly bright, and you can throw more than one at once, so it works out perfectly. The cool thing about the aliens in this game is that they're actually scary. They jump out of the darkness super fast at you with their arms flailing around and it makes you totally panic. And the cool thing is that they can die pretty fast, which makes it feel more realistic. You can die pretty fast too if you're not careful. So if you keep your cool, you can quickly take care of it, or if you panic, They'll take care of you. Hey look, it's the thing from Prometheus. Holy fuck! The alien is so much better in this game. The climbing controls actually make sense. Do you want to know how it works? You press control to climb, and you let go of control to stop climbing. And I have an alternate vision mode as the alien, which is pretty interesting. Using the Predator is freaking awesome. He has so many weapons and they each do a different thing. The alternate vision mode is also way better. You can actually see where you're going. The only complaint that I have about this game is something common in old games. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. They give you verbal instruction on your objective, but don't use any visual clues on how to get there, so most of the time I spent playing this game, I was lost. If I either had the patience to figure it out or walk through along every step of the game, I would definitely want to finish this game.
Well, there you have it. A 17-year-old game is better than a 6-year-old game. Jeez, I'm old. So, what's the verdict? How much money should you spend on this game if you do get it? Well, let me give you an idea. I spent $5 on this game through a sale on Steam, and I still think I paid too much. The most that you should spend on this game is $1 to $2, and that's it. But you're probably just better off avoiding it. Isn't that right, Pedro? Whatever. Wait, what?
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. It took me way too long to finish because I actually started this last year, but circumstances. Anyway, I kind of wanted to remind you about a few things, like my music video, Summer Days. Please check that out. I'll put a link on the screen for you to click on. Also, in the description there are links for my Facebook and Twitter, but most importantly my Smashwords, which is where I publish my short stories, so please check those out. And also, if you like the video, please like and share and subscribe to be informed whenever a new video comes out. If you could do that, that would really help me out, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.
Doing it today, I'm doing it tomorrow, till the end of my days. Summer days.
Just look at that. Just look at that right there. The reviews are not only positive, they're very positive. Now, if we look at the percentage, hold on just a second. 88% of the reviews, or no, 89% of these reviews are positive. How the hell is that? Are these people all freaking brain dead or something? Like,